What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and some exciting news has come out of the OVO XO camp. Over the weekend, Drake had his annual OVO Fest where he brought out a bunch of artists. He even brought out Tory Lanez, who's from Toronto. They previously had beef, but they squashed it for the show. And he also brought out The Weeknd, who's from Toronto, who's been holding it down. And he came out to perform his set. He performed Crew Love with Drake. While he was on stage, though, something Drake said that caught everyone's attention, and he basically said they need to work on a collab album together. Drake ended up saying it needs to happen. The Weeknd really didn't respond to it on stage.
I want you to understand what this is. First of all, I don't want to do this to you on stage, but I feel like that OVO XO project has to happen at some point. I just want to say that out loud. But I want you to
And as you guys know, the most liked Drake project for most people is his Take Care album. And The Weeknd had a major role in how that album came out. It was said that he had written at least 6 to 8 tracks off that album. So that's a major part in how that album came out. And a lot of people like the track Crew Love. So I'm very excited if this happens. I feel like this is going to get Drake back on the path of releasing great music. This is going to get The Weeknd on a different level. When they first worked together, they were both really not superstars. Drake was getting up there. The Weeknd wasn't really known that much. So now I feel like if they release an album together, it's probably going to do some crazy ass numbers. On top of that, it might top what Kanye and Jay-Z has done with the Watch the Throne. It might top What a Time to Be Alive. It could, at least in terms of sales and charting and stuff, because The Weeknd and Drake, they know how to make pop hits. It's nothing to them. It's nothing. It's like second nature. But I don't think it's going to happen, simply because what I've been told from what I've heard is The Weeknd works on really strict splits. So when he works on a song, he wants a high percentage profit from that song, and he expects it to be a single. So whenever an artist works with The Weeknd, usually the song ends up becoming a single, because that's just The Weeknd's requirements, and he ends up taking a lot of the percentage of the song of whatever revenue comes from it. So with that being said, I don't know if Drake is really down for that. They might be able to come to an agreement, but we don't know. I mean, at the time when they worked on Take Care, The Weeknd really didn't have much leverage because he wasn't that big of a star at that time. Drake was a lot bigger. So right now it might be a lot harder to get that done. You know, Drake is just saying, you know, words out of his mouth, but there's just a lot of work that goes into collab albums. That's just the reality of it. And even most of the time, it's not from the artist that cause these issues. It's just labels. You know, they want certain cuts. You know, they'll say, oh, my artist is bigger than this artist, so I want this. You know, stuff like that. That's just industry shit. But I mean, I see it possible. It can happen. And it, like I said, it could be one of the biggest albums that could drop at least in the next 5 years. I can see it really having a lot of #1 hits and becoming something, because Drake could just rap on the shit and then Weeknd can sing. So you just mix those two together, and then Drake could even do some melodies and Weeknd can do some, like, you know, kind of melodies with a little bit mixed of rapping, you know. So I could see it really taking off, and it would really put Toronto on the map even more. You know, even featured like Tory Lanez on it, and you know, whoever else is popping in Toronto. So I know a lot of people would be interested in this album. You know, a lot of people want to see The Weeknd and Drake work together. A lot of people like to Take Care. Some people even consider it Drake's best album. For me personally, it's not his best album. It's his third best for me. I like Nothing Was the Same, and then I like If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and then I like Take Care. But, you know, for most people, Take Care is the #1. So with that being said, leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys are excited. Would you guys be interested in an OVO XO album from The Weeknd and Drake? And do you guys think this is ever going to happen? Drake said it has to happen, but you know, a lot of artists talk. You know, we were supposed to get a Drake and Rick Ross project called YOLO a long time ago. We were supposed to get a 50 Cent Eminem album at one point. A bunch of artists have said, you know, oh, we're going to release collab albums, and it usually never ends up happening. I mean, it happened with Jay-Z and Kanye, which was rare. Drake and Future, which was rare. So definitely, I'm interested. I'll be interested in hearing it. It's going to produce some of the biggest hits, like I said. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, like, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news, who changed the music industry, hip-hop beefs, and much more. So definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.